Well, I really like the rebounding totals. I thought Jordan Bell gave us a big lift there in his 21 minutes to go get 10 rebounds. And the second chance points was the difference in the game. We were 16-3 there. We win by 13. So the rebounding definitely was the difference. I liked our effort there. Disappointed again in our turnovers. We're way too casual with the ball, and we've got a lot of work to do on the offensive end to tighten things up.
But Dylan, man, it seemed like he was pretty into it from the start.
Yeah, no, I thought he did a lot of good things. If his assist to turnover ratio would have been just a little better, he'd have had a heck of a game. But defensively, uh, Humphrey was really hurting us, and he did a nice job. We went small on him, and I thought he really did a good job.
Across the board defensively, must be pretty pleased with the way things went. I mean, he held him to 38% shooting. That's a pretty good shooting club to keep to that number.
Yeah, they are talented. Roscoe took a visit here. We really recruited him hard. We liked Humphrey. Um, we think their players really good. Johnny does a good job, and they'd been playing good. To beat Utah and lose to Colorado by one, and they played very well against Oregon State. So we definitely were very concerned, coming into the ball game and wanted to hold them down a little bit. And I thought our defensive intensity the second half was pretty good, and our ball movement was better the second half, and we knocked down some shots, but they were better shots because of ball movement.
Much as Casey hitting 50% down threes, Pac-12 play, kind of any factor off him.
Oh, that's big. I mean, he's a good shooter. I mean, he's watch him shooting drills and that. He got a little rushed early in the season because everybody wants to score, and so he got a little rushed. I thought. I think he's been more patient, looking for shots he likes, and anytime you're struggling a little bit shooting the ball, that's what you got to do. You got to be patient, wait for ones you really like, and I think he's done a good job of that.
Big to get the sweep though from these guys. You mentioned holding court at home, and as you know, it's very well on the road, but it's important after the first loss to get through and get a win.
Oh, absolutely. You look at the league and, whew, the games and the closeness of the games. I think our league is really balanced. I don't think we have a team that, Arizona the last 2 years has been as good as advertised. I think they were 1 and 2 seed the last 2 years, and they've been that good. Two Final Eights and two possible Final Fours. I mean, they're that type of team. I don't know if we've got a team, right now that is that good, but our depth, and the RPIs and everything are just so much better for our league and for every team in the league that I think it's going to be a lot of grinding and a lot of close games.
You think the league gets the credit it deserves when it doesn't have that elite team that
It definitely hurts. No, there's no doubt about it. They don't pay as much attention, when you don't have, like I said, the last couple of years with Arizona at the top, the Pac-12 was always in the conversation. But without that elite team, it does definitely hurt, no doubt.
Coach, over the years, you've mixed man and zone a lot. How big is it to take it on Cal and Stanford, beat them in straight man? And is that more because of your personnel or their personnel you're doing that?
Well, we'll always look at changing defenses up. We had a little trouble in the zone to get started. Our energy level wasn't very good. We went man, and uh, again, defensively, I thought we were doing a nice job there, so we just stayed with it. Um, uh, I we won't ever just settle in on one thing. We'll try to diversify and be as different as we can, and we got to get some of our presses going. We got to get Kendall with a little more ball pressure. He's by far our quickest player and can put a little more ball pressure on. So we'll change things up.
Real balanced night. You had 6, 7 guys with eight between 8 and 12, and then assist wise on about 18 of the 25. It seemed like sharing a little bit and kind of moving it around.
Well, we've got to move the ball. That's really important for us. We don't have anybody quite like Joe can go get their shot all the time. That's pretty obvious. So, our ball movement's got to be good. Our movement's got to get much better. Not only the ball movement, but our personnel moving around and more active. So there's a lot of things that I think we can do better offensively, no doubt. And that's the exciting thing. We're here at January 10th, and there's a lot of room for improvement. As I watch the game, there's just a lot of things we can do so much better. So be disappointed if we don't make some steps here.
We've seen Dylan Brooks maybe emerge a little bit as that leader. He had that offensive rebound Stanford had, and there's a foul, and that other screen kind of got the guys fired up a little bit. Are you seeing him kind of take that spot, maybe Ennis?
We're going to need a group of guys to do it. Dylan's definitely within that group of guys, and Elgin's got to get more involved with that. Dwayne, that's their senior year. They need to do a much better job of getting involved. So I think we can be more passionate about the game. We can be more energized, and that takes great leadership.
Has anything changed at all with Casey after it was announced that Ennis was done for the year? Just knowing that he's going to be that.
No, It really doesn't. We haven't approached anything different with here, Kendall. They just got to step up. And it's one of those things. We've been playing now quite a while without Dylan, so I don't think it's too much of a difference for him.
Are you surprised at all? He's only got Casey and his 9 turnovers this whole year so far.
I think he's played it like I asked him to. Make a play when it's there. You don't have to make any spectacular plays to stay on the floor. Simple's very good, and he tried to get a little fancy there on his one travel tonight, and didn't work very good. So, no, I think he's done a great job in practice. He doesn't turn it over in practice, so I wouldn't expect him to turn it over in the game.